of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lance. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game.
Here we go.
But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. 3rd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score, Bengals 10, 49ers 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey,
and they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 33 yards that time.
Let's go. Ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Niners at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Down.
2nd and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Set.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
49ers 6.
Here we go.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Smash. Red. 6. Better. Ready. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Jackson Hill on the coverage.
Here we go. Set.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Steal. Black. Rail. Yellow. Slide blue. Go pink. Set. Huh?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 20. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Here is third down and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 28 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready, break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Red, cycle. Drill green. Blue strike. Ready, go.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bengals 31, 49ers 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, set.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Now Lance. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set.
Working from the gun, Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Set.
Buying time. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
31. 49ers 13. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
12, stop.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Cincinnati.
Gun.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
11 MT.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
11.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
White. Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Black Ultra.
Again, it's Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And quickly, they get to the line.
Down at the 31. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Slide through. Set, cut.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Lance. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up fourth down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Lance wants to change him up. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hurry, hurry.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
I'm one, ready?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Back to Mixon on second down. Shoves him aside. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more...
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 52. 49ers 26. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
26-yard line.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and very long.
MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is...
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Samuel, complete. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's still on his feet. Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Another two-point conversion attempt coming for the Niners.
Ready.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now.
Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant.